Hey guys, so I'm stoked, I'm always excited, and I'm always myself. Shh. This is me, and I love it! Okay guys, let's get right on to it. I want to talk about things such as trying to get into ketosis. What is the deal? Why do some people have difficulties to reach ketosis? And just basically how you pull yourself out of the matrix to find who you really are. Because a lot of people apparently are caught up in technology and they're escaping who they really are. What's the whole point? So I binged watched this program called Afraid and Naked, and it's about these survivalists that have already been sort of either pseudo or highly taught in survival skills, and it's on the Discovery Network, and they throw them out in the tundra and they have 21 days without food, without water, and they're naked and they have to survive. And I'm so fascinated because people's primal friggin' reality kicks in. So here's the thing, people don't understand that basically cortisol and growth hormone are going to work in opposition. And what I mean by that is cortisol is a hormone that in the hunter-gatherer days, or when I was binge watching the show, that when you're afraid and there's danger and there's crocodiles and they've got crazy boars and all these weird animals that they have to be afraid of, and snakes and spiders, and I already said spiders. I digress. Okay, here we go. So what's the deal? So you have cortisol, that is a hormone that should raise blood glucose so you can run real quick or fight or break down amino acids so you can start storing fat to survive. The problem is that we secrete cortisol for everything. I mean everything. You name it, everything. But what you guys do not realize is that our body is all connected. Every cell is connected to every cell in the body. And everything that you think, do, and react is going to affect the way your body's going to be in a catabolic state or an anabolic state. And we need to be in both. We need to be building up and breaking down so we can build back up again and be even stronger. Yeah. That's what we want. The problem is people are too much in a catabolic state and not enough in an anabolic state, so they're just steadily declining. The opposition would be in such that if you're up at night and you are not connected to the circadian rhythm, our 24-hour body clock, then pray tell, you are not going to release growth hormone so you can get the business. It's going to be very difficult. And that's why you see a lot of people sick and tired. Now, the thing that I loved about the show was just to really remind me of what a true fight or flight response to danger and starvation really and truly looks like. Because everybody's having this response like these people out in the wild to everyday stress. So when people say, hey, I'm using a glucometer to test my blood glucose and my blood ketones, the problem is, you guys, that you're having in opposition the numbers of high glucose and low ketones, which means that you are not entering ketosis. You are not crossing that bridge over to ketosis land so you guys can get energy. So that's what's really important to find out. People are expecting a diagnosis, an answer to why they have high blood glucose if they're eating so low carbohydrate. Why are they not adapting? Well, I often explain to people that you cannot have two fuel sources hanging around the body. Because if you do, the body will choose glucose over ketones like that. Because glucose is like crack. It's like a crack pipe. Your brain is so addicted, even though over 4 grams can be excitatory and catabolic and create things like glycation to the cells and put you, like I said, in that downward slope of being catabolic. That's what we don't want. Because we want business. How do we get the business? Well, I keep showing this, and I will keep showing and showing and showing, because apparently you guys don't get it. So we've got the blue light blocking glasses that I keep showing over and over again. They're blocking out the blue UV light. It works on 99% of the people who have insomnia or any type of sleep disorder, because a lot of you guys are producing too much cortisol, which means that your growth hormone goes down, which means that you're not burning fat and your body tissue is not able to rebuild. That's the problem. You guys have to realize that every cell in the body is connected and everything is in flux. Nothing is going to be lateral and the same. Every day, even though your day might mimic and look the same and you might have a lot of the same responses, but yet and still, every single second of every minute and hour of every day, your body is changing. It's never the same. And that's why blood glucose is going to jump up and down, and that's why ketones are going to jump up and down, because that's what we were meant to survive, is to be in flux. We want to be in a homeostatic state, right? Like this is what it looks, never like this, because that's impossible. The body is always changing and moving. Yes, our cells are what, 21 days old and they're reproducing. Why do we age? Because we're damaging our body internally. Sun damages the skin. Free radical damage of not enough breaking down to build up will make that 21-day-old new skin hang and sag and be effed up. Basically, is what I'm saying. You guys have to go down that rabbit hole to the root cause of why you have dieted and you can't lose that stubborn weight. Why, guys, your T levels are dropping and you guys are getting younger and younger, developing andropause. Really, 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 really? That's effed up. That's messed up times 1,000, that a young guy would have a hard time sustaining a woody and to be able to grow muscle and starting to develop dihydrotestosterone and too many xenoestrogens in their environment. Remember, this is epigenetic gene expression, and it is fantastic once you learn how to obtain that type of manipulation of your own genes. And why is there a leaf blower outside my window? Now I'm going to have to cut my video short. Hold on, guys. And of course, I just went ahead and tripped over something on the floor, but, you know, that's just me. Okay, so what's the deal? We want our hormones to be in balance. I said in another video, our hormones are chemicals, we have enzymatic responses, and our cells are turning over nonstop, 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 nonstop. What messes you up is if you're not getting into that fourth layer of sleep, and you won't know. You don't know. You could sleep the whole night and be like, oh, I sleep well, but do you? Do you really? You don't know what you're doing or what's happening when you're sleeping. You've got to go down that rabbit's hole and do some investigation. Be your own detective. People keep asking me to talk about all these other diets or ways of living out there, and I'm like, I don't need the cuckoos out there trying to tell me that what I'm saying is wrong, this, that, and the third. So you know what, guys? I'm going to stick to what I know, and I'm not going to talk about everybody else's dietary choices. I'm just going to talk about disease, biology, and how the non-BS diet is fantastic-bomb and very primal to our nature. Now remember, we are a hunter-gatherer society, and plants grow seasonally. So if you're not being able to eat plants, like watching that show, when they would eat bugs and stuff. Bugs, worms, because 21 days you start to starve. And your morality goes out the door and your primal instinct to survive kicks in. Because if you don't get enough food, then your electrolytes go down the toilet and you cramp up and you're dehydrated and your tongue gets thick. And all you want to do is find food and water. Remember, guys, we are all connected. The reason why my body looks like this is because I told my body I want to look like this. And it wasn't just like that. I had to work my arse off to achieve the goal that I want, to remain strong at 47. Last time I was like, oh, I'm 46, now I'm 47 going on 48, and I will continue to preserve and be in that right balance. I'll be in that homeostatic level of balance, so not too much breakdown and not over mutating and turning into cancer and overbuilding. I'll find it right in the middle. Okay guys, that's it. If you want to learn more, how to get into ketosis and how to find that balance and understand that your personality has everything to do with the way your body looks and feels, and I mean everything. And if you find yourself with high glucose numbers when you've cut your carbohydrates down, you are doing things the wrong way. Either you have a gut imbalance, either it's a thought, your quality of sleep, or the way that you just are, you are. That's it. There's no other reason. If you're not adapting, it's not that you can adapt. It's because of you and your personality. So if you want to learn more, guys, go to stephanieperson.com or Stephanie the Business Person on my fan page on Facebook, or you can go to my Instagram. And I think that's it. I've hit the social media. You can look down. There's like show notes if you want to just click on a link and go straight there, because I'm learning that stuff, sorta, kinda. And that's it. Peace out. Ding, 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 ding. Whew, it's hot today.